can help myself when I'm bored. I can help myself when I'm bored. I'm just looking for something more. Even though I feel insecure, what's even real anymore? Lights out! What we've done. I don't wanna make us slow. I don't wanna pretend I'm fine. We're stuck in a circle, just trying to find a purpose. Hanging on the tightrope with our hearts on the down low. Myself when I'm bored. I can help 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 myself. I can help myself.
Endlessly waiting until the Hello friends, happy Friday. I hope that everyone's having a good day today. I'm starting to stream kind of late, way later than I normally start stream, so sorry if that's throwing a cog in some people's, I don't know, in some people's day, but yeah, I've had quite a day myself, but managed to get around to streaming finally, so I hope that everyone's having a good Friday. And happy Friday. We'll come on camera over here. Today's been a bit of a day. But I am still determined to stream and do some art stuff tonight, so I hope that you guys will enjoy just chilling with me. It's not going to be like anything too crazy. I want to keep working on Dogmeat. I've started drawing Dogmeat on stream a few weeks ago now. Forget how long it was, but a few weeks ago now, started drawing Dogmeat. I haven't made any progress on Dogmeat since then, but I have finished the Flatwoods Monster and the Mirelurk King, which I can't remember if I've shown on stream or not. I know that I've posted it. I don't know if anyone that is watching this has, if you guys follow me on the Instagrams or the TikToks, so I don't know if you've seen it, but I'll go ahead and put my thing over to the art screen so you guys can see it whenever the art screen wants to appear. Did I have to reshare? Why isn't it appearing? It should be there. Oh, there it goes. Wow, look at that. There's a thing. There's a thing there now. Let's see. He's setting things up. Oh, if I minimize it on my computer screen, it goes away. Well, that's fun. Oh, and that completely... Sorry, I'm messing with things too much. I should stop pressing buttons. I was hoping to get to my Spotify, which is behind it, but I will not do that, maybe. But let me show you guys on stream, because again, I don't know if I've shown some of the finished pieces on stream, but this is what the Flatwoods Monster has ended up looking like. I think it's freaking beautiful, and I spent a bit of time with adding some embellishments to make it look like a tarot card, and so I like how it's ended up, and I even like have the numbers for the different cards as well. And so the Flatwoods Monster is the Empress. And then I also finished the Mirelurk King recently too. And so the Mirelurk King is the 7 of Swords, and then there's the number 7 over there. And I went and downloaded some special fonts just to give that Fallout type of vibe. And it took me a bit. It took me like a whole evening of just sitting. And like, I think we were watching a movie or something, but otherwise took me a whole evening of sitting there and like trying to figure out what fonts I wanted and like how I wanted to do this. And so I'm happy with how it turned out, that I finally found the thing that makes me feel happy. So this is what they are. This is what they look like, and they look so pretty. And so those are those. And then there's Dogmeat over here, which I have started, but still needs a lot of work, and one day Dogmeat will be beautiful and handsome, just like Dogmeat is. And so that's kind of my game plan for working on stuff tonight. It's gonna be such a chill night. I'm like kind of just a little out of it at this point, but I want to do art stuff, and I want to just chill with anyone that happens to pull through for art stream stuff. So that is the game plan for tonight. Yeah, so I know I mentioned my Friday. It's been a day, not like particularly bad, but just like surprisingly stuff and things that just, I'm like, just feel tired now. Everyone has days like that, I'm sure. It's just a thing. Let's see, what do I haven't been using any of these brushes for this. What was the brush I was using for this? That one. I was like, it was not any of these other categories. It was a category of brushes I don't typically use. Also, for stream tonight, I found this new playlist that I've been playing that's DMCA free pop punk and emo songs. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. I've been playing a bit of metal for a lot of these streams. I think that there was even a stretch, there's at least like one stream where I was maybe, I don't know, was it like lo-fi? I forget the genre that I played. It was something. Also liked that, but for tonight's vibe, I could go for some emo music. On the right layer, I am. Am I using the right color that I want to be using for this? I think so. It looks like the right color. Also, I'm liking this lead up in this for the song in the background. But yeah, even though my Friday has ended up being kind of like blah, blah all day, it's not so bad. So I hope that even if other people that are watching this, if you guys also have had days like that, I freaking get it, dude. So, hope that you enjoy having a chill night. Hopefully you're able to settle on down now, like finally, like for me, I feel like I'm finally settling down. But part of my day, what's made my day kind of the way that it is, it's for good reasons, right? Like there's a neighborhood cat that has taken a liking to our property, and so I was at first trying to figure out like, oh, like whose cat is this? I was posting and asking people about it. Quickly found out that it's a cat that's been abandoned here, and more or less a lot of like, I talked to like one of our neighbors and we have the consensus of being like, it's gonna be an outdoor cat he's very friendly, but we don't want to take an outdoor cat and then, you know, one of us adopt it and have it be stuck being an indoor cat. So we've reached the consensus of like, okay, this is gonna be an outdoor neighborhood cat, but we're gonna make some moves to like make sure it's safe and comfortable. And so I started feeding it today. Gotten a little setup going for it. It seems to like the side of the house, so yeah, got that set up, and hopefully feeding the cat doesn't attract other critters and stuff to our property. But we will deal with that when needed. For now, though, the cat is absolutely deserving of some food and freaking emaciated, needs food. Next steps might be to see if I can catch it. He lets me pet him, but I have not tried to pick him up. Let's see. Let's just get a bunch of color in right there. But also another random little thing too with part of my day, also animal welfare related, that we got a new dog foster today, and she's an absolute sweetheart and she's beautiful. She's such a sweet girl, but she's been having a little bit of an adjustment period thing that we're going through, and like trying to teach her, like, you know, that she's safe, that everything's okay. And so we've been doing a bit of that today as well. And so it seems like it's usual stuff. It's not anything really crazy. And it's certainly better than what I imagine the, you know, other possibilities could have been. I think she came from a shelter that she had the bad countdown. And so It's better than any alternatives for her. But she seems to be doing alright, and she's also doing good with the cats, which was my main concern. But, yeah. We'll see how she keeps on adjusting to life here. In particular, she's... My dog that I have is wanting to play with her at times, but our foster pup, she doesn't quite understand how to play with a bigger dog, so she tends to get a little bit like 0 to 60 scared. And so then we gotta like, okay, like everyone like take a breather, everything's okay. Let's just everyone take a chill pill. And then hopefully they figure out that everything is indeed okay, and that they also figure out how to play with each other. Because I know that my dog, she's an 80-pound dog. I know that she knows how to play with small dogs because she's we fostered Chihuahuas before, and she's also been around puppies plenty of times, and so she knows how to play with small dogs. You know, like pull back on her punches and not like be so, you know, make sure that she doesn't hurt the other dog. So I trust her in it. It just seems like the other dog doesn't understand that she is in fact safe. So it'll be something for all of us to learn. So I'm trying to teach her that she is in fact safe here and help her feel comfortable. And if that means not playing, then that means not playing, and it's okay. Which also, I like that, given all the, both having the foster pup and then also with taking care of this outdoor cat of ours, tonight I felt inclined to keep painting Dogmeat. I just feel like it's very fitting. Let's see, so something that I learned with the approach that I'm wanting to take here with a lot of the tarot cards, something I learned in particular with the Mirror King card was how both like important the shadows were, but also how much I ended up covering up a lot of what I was putting, like the color I was putting down for these shadows. So I'm trying to figure out a way to still add the right amount of shading that I'm wanting, but then also keep in mind the fact that when I go through with the highlights and also like the color, the pops of color, I guess, that a lot of the shadows seem to be getting covered up, and so I gotta try and not spend so much time on those bits. Oops, is that gonna actually be good? That was kind of an oops, but then actually seems decent. Oh man, I also love how much love that the the two tarot cards that I've already made, Flatwoods Monster and the Mirror King. I love how much love they were getting when I posted them. In particular on the Tiki Talks. Got a lot more traction than I thought, including people that were really excited and like holy heck, like this is the tarot card deck that they've been wanting, and just stuff like that makes me feel special, because like I want some, like I want people to know that I'm making these, right? And I'm like actively working on them. I've started this project, but at the same time, I don't want it to take off so much. I kind of want it to be a little hush hush, because like, I don't know, it's gonna take me a while, man, to make all these. I don't want this to ever end up being a project where I feel like I have to rush, you know, with wanting to like churn them out. Like, this is going to be something that is a labor of love, first and foremost, and it's not going to be something that I'm going to put pressure on myself to try and complete on any type of timeline. It's something that I've learned enough so with Wasteland and with cosplaying, is that I do better work when I don't put myself to such a strict timeline. Thankfully, I haven't done a whole lot of that with Wasteland. I've done some, but I mostly did a lot of strict timelines and like con crunch with cosplaying, and it was not worth it, I would say. Worth it, but not worth it at the same time. It made for fun memories, but holy heck, I would not do that again now that I'm older. I don't have the time or energy for that. Oh, the Dogmeat. The dog. Gosh, it's been a hot minute now since I've picked up Fallout 76. I was playing it a bit, quite a bit, like end of last year sometime, maybe like during winter time, I think it was. And I've since put it down because I just too busy to try and play a whole lot of it. But it's really cool that I was watching one of my best friends play it when I went to go visit her last weekend or weekend before. I forget. The weekends now roll together, or blend together, or whatever. I don't know. My brain, it is mush today. But whenever I went to go visit her, I watched as she was playing Fallout, and she was showing me like her new bases and stuff, and like a lot of cool stuff that's part of the whatever the hex they are, the seasons. I think they call them seasons. And oh man, if I had a lot more time, I would absolutely be getting back into playing Fallout 76, because some of these items that you can get in the seasons that are like limited edition, right? Or like you can only grab them for like a limited amount of time. I would absolutely be playing it a whole lot more, because some of them are so freaking cool and adorable, and I love it. I wish I had the time. I am kind of looking forward to winter of this year playing more video games. I've even like started like mapping out my Steam library, because I again made the mistake of looking at it a little too closely, and I was like, there's kind of too many games here that I haven't played yet. Should maybe do something about that. And so I started mapping out like, okay, when am I gonna play these? When am I gonna finally play these? It's kind of ridiculous, especially the Steam summer sale just happened and I bought more games, so I gotta get around to playing them. Let's see here. I'll add some shading over here, and then just about I'll call this good on the shading, and I'll get into more fun bits, adding more color pops and all that. I should mess around with, yeah, like that. Oh man, I cannot wait for this to be so much more arted up, and these precious eyeballs. I hope I do it justice. I hope I capture just how precious those eyes are. Oh. Is this from the game? Is this? I have no idea if this is actually from the game. I assume it's from the game. But I feel like those eyeballs are even more like rendered and just more precious than what I remember in Fallout 4. Dogmeat's already precious as heck, but I think that this is a touched up rendering maybe, which is fine. Fine, I'll take it because I want that amount of life and emotion to come through in my art. Let's see. I'm thinking I might be ready to start adding in some highlights. I might come back through and add more shadows, but I think this is good for now, and I wanna add a whole lot more. Let's see here. Okay. Game plan. How do I want to do this? I don't want to just keep using a lot of the same color palette. I don't want to stray too far because I want them all to kind of have the same look, all the different cards, right? So like I think the Empress, I guess it doesn't, the ones I've made so far don't really use a whole lot of the same color palettes, but eventually, as I start arting everything in, it's gonna be much more prevalent, I think. I'm hoping. But for now, that's at least gonna be my goal, is like, let's stick to the same color palettes. Alright, oh, Dogmeat. Did I do the next layer? I did, alright, cool. I'm always a little nervous now whenever I'm streaming and I'm trying to do art stuff. I'm not always paying as close of attention as I should to the layers that I'm doing. Oh, I don't like that. Do I need to use this one instead? No. That one's also gonna be a no for me. And then that's just the base color. What does this thing, the eyedropper, say that this color is? What is it about that I like more? Are we employing color theory here? No, that's not right. Maybe, okay, maybe I dissed this too quickly. No. I wanna do something a little different here. Hang on. I think that I need more orange in here. Like it, like a reddish orange. How do I feel? Does this evoke the emotion that I'm wanting in this piece? Aw, Dogmeat's blushing. So cute. That's it's debatable if that's what I am wanting right now with the color palette. On today's episode of Atomic Maiko Draws, you now get to see why I'm indecisive about which color I'm trying to put down on the paper. Spoiler alert, it's very much not entertaining or also very entertaining, depending on how you look at it. Also, it's probably why it takes me a while to draw. We're getting closer. I like that more than what I've done previously. Let's see, what is it? Ooh, maybe am I going too Maybe that was my issue. Are we gonna just end up back at where we started? Is that what's gonna end up happening? I still don't like that one. Do I need it to be darker? What do I want? What would make me feel happy right now? Because none of these things make me feel happy. Let's do like that. And over here. Eyedropper tool save me. What shall I do? I feel like that this still doesn't pop as much as I'm wanting it to, because hang on, let me look at the other the other pieces that I am making has so much more contrast with the hues. And Dogmeat might not end up having that. That would be fine. That would make sense for what we're seeing of Dogmeat. Okay. Let's see here. I do this, and then if I add in the white, this might actually be alright. Alright, look at that. Wow. We were right back where we started because I just used the eyedropper tool, and then I liked what the eyedropper tool got. So, we were right back. We got right back to where we started. Oh man, I can't remember what the quote was, but in Letterkenny, it was in like one of the last seasons, or sorry, one of the last episodes of the last season, and it was the one where Katie got Doc Martens. I cannot remember what they said because I'm so bad with movie quotes, but I remember some joke about Warped Tour and all that, and just like the fact that she's wanting Doc Martens, right? And that it's like you're like that guy or something about it. It just, oh man, cracked me up. I finally went and watched the final season of Letterkenny and of Shoresy. Finally got caught up on both of those recently, so I think I'll have to rewatch the episode that I'm talking about with the Warped Tour and all that, just so I can actually remember the freaking quote, because it just got me. Just fucking got me. Felt it in my soul as someone who was an emo kid growing up. I still don't really like how this is turning out. Well, I guess not the whole thing, but I'm not liking how the color of this is working. So let's see, oh, that's not gonna work the way I'm wanting it to, so let's just delete that entirely. Okay, I gotta tap into my college education of color theory. That was... Is this the trick? Will this do the thing? Not quite. Let's just get a little crazy here and just start messing around with things until it seems like I find something that I actually like. I want more contrast than what I was finding before. 'Cause I don't want things to just kind of blend in together too much for Dogmeat, but I also don't want it to be so ridiculous looking, you know, when it comes to the color palette that I use for it. Maybe I do just need to stick to something that's more orange here. I think that's gonna be what I need to do. I can work with that. I can work with this. Okay. Everything's fine. Everyone can relax now. It's okay. I managed to pick a new color, and I swear this is gonna be the one for this layer. So those that were at the beginning of the stream, remember how I was saying that my brain is mush today because I've had just like a day? Yeah. Case in point. Let's see. I kind of like going with the more saturated color like this because I think this is going to help Dogmeat's portrait stand out in the like whole mix of cryptids that I'm going to be drawing, which by the way, this is going to be a tarot card set, so like a full tarot card deck featuring the Fallout cryptids, and I've also extended it to be creatures, beasts, and baddies. Just pretty much any non-human Fallout monster or beast, you know, some type of creature. And so that's part of why, like, I wanted to extend it to that so that I could have more options. So, like, I wanted to draw Dogmeat. I want to draw Dogmeat to be in this. And I think I also made that switch to, or that plan, because I also wanted to draw, like, an Assaultron in this deck, too. I didn't want it to just be like restricted to just cryptids, although cryptids are going to be like a big part of this whole deck. Alright, so let's use this orange kind of sparingly. Kind of. Not entirely though. I'm going for with this is spots to draw the eye in for Dogmeat. Oh, is it a red bandana too? Red bandana, maybe I'll bring in some orange to that too to kind of connect it all together. A random thing that I just was thinking about. With all the cryptids that I've painted so far, I have not actually had to draw any eyes yet. Because the the Flatwoods monster's eyes are just glowing orbs within its helmet. And then for the Mirelurk King, those eyes are just white. There's not really much definition to them. Not much like in the way of drawing for them. So Dogmeat's eyes are going to be the first eyeballs that I get to paint in this project. I better do right by Dogmeat. Something that I love about this set too is the fact that the approach that I'm taking to each of these cards is it's like I want to imagine that whoever it is that has, you know, taken these pictures is a photographer of some kind and is wandering out all throughout the wastes and taking pictures, like cataloging all the different cryptids that they find, the different beasts, you know, and then I like to imagine that they do that for all of the cards, right? But then also the Dogmeat's portrait, I just imagine Dogmeat is just sitting there and just looking oh so pretty. He's posing for the photo at this point. Let's see. Let's do that. I'm really excited that I've finally, at least finally looked at a lot of my Wastelands projects that I have not started yet for Wasteland later on this year. Finally took them out of the pile, right? So that way I can start thinking like, okay, I gotta get a move on. I gotta start like actually doing something with these. And so I'm starting with my like cowboy western outfit that I have. And I have that out and I'm just like, whenever I feel like it, I want it to be ready to go for me to start sewing on random little things and little doodads and all that. And I just want it to, like, you know, not be difficult to get to is the main goal with it. So hopefully that will help me get a move on. Because we have around 80 days or less or something, give or take however many. I don't really super keep track. I just know that it's 80 something, around 80. And I have too many plans. Cannot keep procrastinating on them any longer. Okay. I kind of want to bring random pops of color over this way. Maybe a little something on the nose, like that. A little button mushroom. Haha. Does that look good? Maybe I shouldn't have done anything. Maybe I should have just left it the heck alone. I don't know, I'm still gonna keep messing with it to see if I can make it better. I don't like that. I don't like how I'm approaching the lights bouncing off of this nose, this snoot. Let's see. I'm seeing a little bit of red in the ears, which I think will be good to tie the color together with that bandana too. Oh, I should save the orange. I already did. All right, cool. There's been a couple of times that I have not saved the color that I've managed to find into that palette for me to, you know, refer back to later. And I kick myself for it. I gotta try and remember. But that time I did actually remember. I did the thing that I've been wanting to, you know, be more on top of. I can get a gold star. Okay. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty freaking good. Oh, Dogmeat. Oh man, I finally watched Project Hail Mary recently. Dude. So freaking good. I gotta go and read the books now too. Oh my god. Look at that mouth. I love the like slightly pouty kind of mouth. So cute. Let's see. Something like that. And then let's go ahead and touch up the ears. Maybe let's add, I feel like I want to add some color here first. Oops. Oh man, for Wastelands later on this year, I gotta start thinking of more ideas to do a tea ceremony there. So, like, if anyone's got any random ideas, please hit me with them. Either, like, if you're watching this live or, you know, after the fact or something. I gotta try and think of ideas of, like, how to do a post-apocalyptic tea ceremony type thing. 'Cause I've been wanting to do one for so many years at Wasteland now, but I just haven't, and like the nerves of it start to get to me of like oh man, like I gotta, you know, have a clear idea in mind of what I want this thing to be, because I don't have a clear idea. I don't know what it really really would end up looking like. Like I just know vaguely that I want to do a tea ceremony, especially because out at Wasteland I run a cafe out there, a sun tea cafe, and so like tea's already like kind of my thing, and so I want to do a tea ceremony. But how does one do a tea ceremony? How do I don't know, and especially with doing one that's like make it like tea ceremony, but like kind of make it Wasteland in a way, make it, you know, have something that's like fun and unique about it. I gotta think of ideas. But that's something else with this year's events, like trying to do a lot more, like stepping out of my comfort zone a whole lot more and trying to do those events like that. You know, I want to host something that's freaking cool out there. I just don't know how. So I'm already, like, I do my cafe and all that, and like that's already really cool, right? Like that, running a cafe out there where I serve a bunch of homemade sun teas and they're like Fallout themed. So like I have like the Nuka Quantum sun tea. I have a couple of others like Victory, like Nuka Victory, Nuka Orange, and one more. I think there's one more. Can't remember if there's one more Nuka themed sun tea or not, but If there is, I'm blanking on it. The other one is a Mad Max themed mother's milk, Thai tea mother's milk that I make out there. And so that's already fucking awesome doing all that. I love running my cafe shelf out there, but how cool would it be if I had a special event, especially if it was like a private type of event, or I don't know, like invite only or something. I think it would just be so cool, and I think that this is my year to finally do it, and I've committed. Not only that, but like I've committed to this year being my year for it. I just still don't really know what it is that I'm gonna be doing for it. But I've committed. I've committed to it. I gotta do something. And also, not that I feel like I'm pressured to have to do something, but I really, really want to do something about it this year. Oh, look at that brow. Let's see, I feel like I need a smaller brush for what I'm trying to do here. Slightly bigger. Yeah. And give Dogmeat some eyebrows that are on fleek, as the kids say. The kids don't say that anymore. Oh, did I do the thing with the layers? I did. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I have too much, what is it? Too much variability in when I like want to go and change things up in the layers. So like, so I gotta keep on it. So far, I'm really liking this playlist. When it comes to gardening, I am pretty happy with how my garden is going now. I've finally figured out how to, or like where to put my plants to keep them safe from the deer in this area. So I lost like half of my tomato plants. They weren't producing fruits yet, but they were still growing like nice and tall and growing like, you know, like growing their roots and all that. And I lost half of them. And it's like they weren't just itty bitty babies anymore. They weren't producing, but like, oh my god, they were like well on their way. The deer came and ate half of them and broke my heart. It broke my freaking heart, dude. They devastated. And some of them they like ripped up. Like there was no plant left. Like not even any of the what am I trying to say? The root base. It was just, the whole thing was just gone. Just a crater left behind in soil. Ugh. And so finally, like after that, I went and moved things around, which thankfully I'm doing just a bunch of container growing this year, so I was able to move things around. And finally, like I went and did that and found the way to arrange everything so that the deer could not attack like that and they cannot reach the remaining tomato plants anymore. And a bunch of them are flowering now, and so hopefully that means I'm gonna get fruit soon too. I'm really excited because there's one tomato variety that I got that's called Brad's Atomic Grape Tomato, and the picture looks freaking cool. I got it at like a random farmer's market that I went to, and the picture of it looks so freaking cool. I have no idea if it's just a gimmick or what. I don't think it is. I don't think that this guy seemed like he just has a bunch of plants and like he didn't give me any off type of vibes. And so I have no reason to believe that he's somehow trying to lie to me. I'm just really hopeful that these tomatoes end up looking like what I'm thinking that they're gonna end up looking like. They're like kind of like got some like random orange hues, green and yellow, and kind of have like a weird like streaky look to them from the photo, of course. And so, dude, I'm so excited to see how they end up turning out, because like those are the ones that I have. I have 2 plants that are growing that of that variety, and both of them have like grown nice and tall, and they have a substantial amount of flowers on them. So whenever they do grow, if I manage to get them to fruit and the deer still don't eat them, because hopefully I've figured out the solution in this garden layout that I have to keep them safe from the deer. So, you know, save the Fire Nation attacking again, hoping that I can grow some of these tomatoes and then maybe show them on stream at some point, just because I think that they're freaking cool. I hope that they look as cool as I'm thinking, because I was nerding out on it when I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be so cool to have. And like, I'm gonna the whole thing of being like, I'm gonna do seed saving of this and everything, and I'm gonna like, I want to grow these next year, and I hope that they taste good and all this stuff, and like, they look freaking cool. I hope that they taste really freaking good too. Looking pretty good. Once I add in this highlight, I feel like I'm in the ugly phase of the drawing, so like, don't judge. Once I add in all these highlights and I go back through with another shadow layer on it, I like maybe some more like fine tuning of like adding more like strands of hair, you know. I think we're gonna get out of this ugly phase and come out on top. Which, I say that, but like, Dogmeat can never be ugly. Dogmeat is eternal, and Dogmeat is so adorable. But the ugly phase of a drawing. Also, like, the main thing that I had to get over with like starting to do art streaming is like, oh no, people are gonna see my art when it's in the ugly phase. Oh no. And dude, it was a lot to try and get over and try to like get out of my head about it. But it is still a thought that's there that I have to be like, ugly face. Oh no. Thankfully, I seem to have worked through it enough to like not care as much. And I'm like, oh, that's just part of the process. Ah. Does that look good? I don't think that looks good. I'm gonna get rid of those. It's not quite. That's not the look. It's not the look I'm going for. Oops. I don't want to accidentally use the eraser. That would be silly. I think this will be a good candidate for going back through with some shadows later on. I think that's gonna probably be better for rendering out the fur the way that I'm wanting to. By going back through like that. I think that's gonna be... I think that'll be better. Maybe do some of that. Set that back because I will absolutely forget that I set that setting. Too much. I like what I was just doing, so if only I can continue to do that. Debatable. Very debatable. Do this over like that. I love how many Fallout themed like fan projects I have going on right now. I also love how they like suddenly like I was like, oh, I want to do this thing and I want to do this too, and like I want to just do all these cool things, and like suddenly I just had a bunch of projects in general that I'm trying to work on, but then also especially having a lot of Fallout themed projects all of a sudden and being like, oh. It's like I just suddenly had so many freaking cool ideas that all had to do with the same genre. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. Also kind of odd timing, I think, to suddenly have as many ideas as I have. Especially, I was even thinking about it with the Fallout show coming out, and especially with them showing the Death Claws. Like, oh man, I really, really wanted to try and remake my Deathclaw cosplay. Which, for those that are watching this, and if you haven't seen, that's like something that I did like 5 years ago or something. More than that, because it was before 2020. Oh man. At least 7 years ago. So I don't think it was right before 2020. I think it was like a little bit before. Like quite a bit before. Something like that. So. But with the Fallout show, and especially with Season 2, I really wanted to remake my Deathclaw cosplay and make it of my updated design, which is like even more of like a big build than what I did initially. Like it's my redesign takes what I did before and just like puts it on steroids. It is such an intense build. If I were to try and create it, I know that I can. I will figure it out with a lot of things, but like, holy heck, it involves stilts. And I've never had to walk on stilts or try to figure out or do anything of that sort. But with my revamped Deathclaw design, it requires stilts. I would have to figure it out. Ow! Oh my god. Is it... Am I a little bit delusional, or is this coming out of the ugly phase? Beginning. It's beginning to come out of the ugly phase. Let's see. I just gotta keep at it. I'm just gonna keep at it, because then eventually everything will start to come together. I also kind of like the fact that I'm doing a late night stream tonight. It wasn't entirely intentional. It was not intentional at the heck all. Because I had to deal with all sorts of things today, like just kind of roll with punches and figure things out as I went along. But then also, like, I wanted to start stream maybe like 20 minutes prior to when I ended up starting it. But of course, with living in a rural area, the internet went out right before I started streaming, and it was like, oh, okay, well, I gotta deal with this now. And so restarting the modem didn't do it initially. Had to contact our ISP to have them do a thing, and then it started working, and then everything was fine. I think so far the stream's been holding up, so whatever they did, it worked. But it was something that's like pushed stream back even later. Okay. We're going somewhere. I definitely do need another shade. Something else to shadow and bring a lot of this together, because there is still enough of a disconnect between all the different hues that I'm drawing over here. Oh, I gotta remember. with adding the bandana, it's gonna change how I'm thinking about adding highlights and shadows and whatnot here. Just gotta keep that in mind. I think that might be a little too much. Not so bad. I feel like I should... Let's compare this to what I have going over here. I feel like given the color palette that I was working with Dogmeat, that it's actually matching pretty decently in terms of like having that like high contrast, high saturation. Yeah, I think that's working out pretty well. I bet once I add in that other shadow that I'm wanting and also add in the red, it'll start to really get pulled together really nicely. I'm also really hoping for later on this year in winter, I have a bunch of games that I have not played that I want to finally get and like, or I finally want to get around to going and playing. But hear me out. Amongst all that, I also want to play Fallout 4 again for like the third, fourth, and or fifth time. Something. Depends if you count going like back to a previous save and doing the different endings as like, you know, somewhat of playthroughs or not, but I've gone through and I did all the endings at least. And I think I've gone through and I've done the Brotherhood one at least twice or something. Because at the time, that was my favorite one, was the Brotherhood of Steel ending, just because I liked the Brotherhood in general. Oh, I don't like that. I kind of... see, I want to... yeah. Let's see, let's look at that snoot. I could use some more cute snoot action going on over here. kind of what I want, but it's not quite. I want to change it up just a smidgen. Just a smidge. Yeah. I really like this song that's playing in the background. It's very fitting to the energy I have right now. Oh, did I accidentally... I activated the eyedropper tool. Oh, such a cute sneak. Oh, now time for my favorite. It's the... I love... Oh, I should up the size of the brush. I love German Shepherds so much. Shepherds in general. I love German Shepherds especially.
Dark place, I try to see straight, but it's all a blur. I just wanna see your face, but I'm shivering, looking for a kerosene cure. From a fire lit by the dead.
It's been a bit since I've checked in on anyone that is hanging out in chat, but I hope that you guys are having a happy Friday or Saturday, depending on what hour it is for you, but I hope that you're having a chill time. Tonight's very much a chill night, doing just casual art stuff. Also, I don't know if I happen to have any new viewers or anything right now, but something I want to try and practice more is like kind of doing a little spiel about what it is that I'm working on, because not everyone's gonna know what the heck it is that I'm working on, but my little thing that I like to say with this is that it's the Fallout Tarot card that I'm working on, and it's featuring the cryptids, creatures, baddies, and beasts of the Fallout universe. And so that is what I am working on tonight, and specifically with drawing Dogmeat. Dogmeat deserves a place and all that, and so I wanted to add Dogmeat to the deck. Also because I just really wanted to paint Dogmeat, and I think it would be such an adorable addition in the midst of the tarot card deck.
No rest for the weak with a voice this loud. Your mistake was the hope I found. I lit the match in the middle of the crowd. Watch it explode, let it fall to the ground. I lit the match in the middle of the crowd. Watch it explode.
And now I just add a little balloon there. Oh. Oh my gosh. So cute. Do you see it starting to all come together now? Do you see it? I'm a good artist, I swear. Freaking swear, man. I know how to draw. Just gotta get through the bits that it kind of looks like I don't know how to draw. The ugly phase, as it were. Sick. Alright. So my goal here, so I want to add in the highlights that are over here, right? But I want to get around to adding in the color for the bandana. I think that that will start to actually make this all stand out. Can you imagine this all colored in and then with the line work that I like to do? Oh. I love this. I think something that's also really interesting is that trying to learn how to do art streaming, it's a little bit different than, you know, when I'm not art streaming. And so, like, for lots of reasons, obviously, but for one example is the fact that when I'm streaming, I tend to feel the need to have to, like, fill the space or, like, fill the air, you know, with a lot more of me talking. But something I'm figuring out more and more with my art streaming in particular is that you guys will tend to see more of what I look like when I'm more in like a artistic type of focus, I guess. And so a lot of it's there's feeling more and more comfortable with me having more like dead air, you know. Because then that's when I start to really make my really cool work, is when I'm like very hyper focused on the thing. I think that it's awesome getting to that point where the whole world tends to go quiet, or at least seems like it's going quiet as you get so focused on a piece. Anyone that's hanging out here that's a fellow creative, I hope that you have experienced that, because it changes things, I think. And it's just an incredible feeling in general. Part of why I keep drawing and doing the stuff that I do. How do I want to approach the shading over here? Kind of wanted to do it a little bit differently than what I see. Yeah, that's looking pretty good.
Last time you came around, I couldn't see myself. Last time we talked, it was the wrong time. But now I figured out I don't want anyone else. Can we stay here for a long time?
I remember when I was first starting this drawing, I was having a hard time trying to figure out what accessories I wanted Dogmeat to wear. I ended up sticking with the fact that I just want just the bandana. So I have the pictures here with like Dogmeat with goggles, and then also Dogmeat with dog armor on. Then I was debating like, okay, if I want to be able to draw the eyes, do I then put the goggles like down on the bandana of Dogmeat, even though in the game they don't do that? There's a bunch of things that I was debating there, but I'm glad that I stuck with just doing just the bandana for this. Okay, I feel alright with this. The ears could use some highlighting, but I want to add in that red sooner rather than later. So let's see, is this going to be a good color? That's going to be a decent color to start with. see, I want to get this in a bit faster. Let's do something. Oh, right, it's a clipping mask. Don't want it to be a clipping mask. I want it to be separate. Let's see. Oops. Hell yeah. That's looking pretty cool. It's like it's all starting to actually come together. Oh god. Alright. So if I do this and then I gotta figure out how to add in that bandana pattern, which I'm gonna be honest, brutally honest, I don't think I'm gonna try and figure that out on stream. And that's gonna be an off stream thing, trying to figure out patterns over there, because that seems like it's gonna be a bit difficult. But I can at least add in some more of the color here. So this one will be a clipping mask because I want to bring some of that red up here to tie things together. Okay. Nice. Let's see. I feel like there's what can I yap about a little bit? I feel like I've gone a little bit too quiet for the last stretch here. Something that I feel like has helped me quite a bit with wanting to do a whole lot more like art stuff that I've been doing, which, oh my god, I've been doing so much more like creative type like art project things in the last few months than I have in the last several years, and it's so freaking cool to see for me personally. Like, it's just, I love this for me so fucking much. And so something that's helped me with a lot of this is that I've been doing a whole lot more meal prep lately. And one of my favorite go-tos has been what I call lazy enchiladas. And it's kind of a blasphemy for what enchiladas should be. But imagine you take enchiladas and pretty much make a lasagna out of them. And so that's been something that I've meal prepped a whole bunch of to help me have, you know, meals that are ready to go. And then that way I could just like pop them in the oven without having to go to the store and buy stuff like that, you know. And so It's been something that's been like that's been saving me. And so I can draw a whole lot more. And then that, and also I made these like delicious barbecue chicken, like barbecue chicken over rice and cabbage dishes too. Dude. And I just have a bunch of those stacked in the freezer. It's perfect. That's looking like way better over the course of the stream than I thought it would. It does still need something. When I look at it from afar like that, it definitely needs a lot more work to get up to the same level over here. I know that I'm capable of it. I know that I can get to that point. I just don't know when. This might take me a little bit longer than I was thinking. Overall, it's looking pretty good. Overall, I'd say it's looking pretty freaking good. I'm just looking at them all and comparing them now. Yeah, I like that. Could use some more work, but it's getting a little bit late, so I hope that those that have been lurking throughout my stream, I've noticed that you got a few lurkers. I hope that you've been enjoying tonight's stream. I think I'm going to start wrapping it up because that's about the extent that I think I'm going to be able to get tonight. Yeah. I'm feeling a bit tired, but got a lot of good progress done there, and Dogmeat is looking so freaking cute. So thank you everyone that was lurking for tonight's stream. It was a very chill stream, so I want to do more of these just whenever I'm feeling like I want to do art stuff, and even if it ends up being super chill like this, or like late night, which is not what I typically do around here, I want to be able to just, I don't know, do these more often because they're kind of nice to see, like, if anyone does want to chill while I'm doing just random art things, my random things in which I like. So thank you for those that joined me for tonight, or if you're watching this after the fact as a VOD or over on the YouTubes, thank you for joining, and I will see you guys again sometime soon for more shenanigans and all that. At some point, I'm kind of thinking I want to play Mecha Chameleon on stream, because I played it with my friends for the first time ever yesterday, and oh my god. Dude. Freaking hilarious. It's so fucking good. So maybe I'm gonna do that at some point in time, soon-ish. Yeah. Tonight was a good night. A very chill night, but a good night. I got some more work done on my Dogmeat, and I hope that you guys have a good rest of your night, wherever it is that you're at, whatever you got going on, and I hope that you have a good night and good weekends, and I'll see you guys sometime soon. Bye-bye!